So let me get this straight. You're training consistently. You're eating in a calorie surplus. You're getting a good amount of sleep every day. So why are you not building muscle? Why is it that after 2 weeks of doing this consistently, you look at yourself in the mirror and you don't see any change? I guarantee you're doing one, if not all of these 3 things I'm about to mention in this video. In this video, I'm going to share with you guys 3 important things that are killing your gains as a skinny guy. And I can promise you these things are not talked about enough. You will not find another video online that is going to talk about the things I'm going to mention in this video. Let's get into the video. So the first thing that is killing your gains as a skinny guy is going to be inconsistency. And I'm not talking about being inconsistent with your diet. I'm not talking about being inconsistent with your training or your sleep or anything like that. I'm actually talking about being inconsistent with your training programs. You know, you guys go on social media, you try to copy everyone's workout plan, you know, looking for the best plan. I get a lot of comments on my videos asking me, what's your workout routine like? What plan are you following? And skinny guys make a mistake of changing their plan every single time. You know, one week you have a plan focused on this, another week you have another plan focused on this. Someone once told me a mediocre plan done consistently is better than a perfect plan which is restarted every 2 weeks. What I mean by this, if you're gonna keep changing your training program and training plan, you know, it's not gonna help your gains. Your muscle is going to have to adapt to a different exercise, different rest time, different rep range. You are much better off getting one plan and sticking to it for 3 weeks and actually analyzing and watching yourself progress. Let's take for example your chest. If you go in 2 weeks, you're doing incline bench press. You're not gonna give yourself enough time to actually see yourself progress on a movement, because after 2 weeks you're going to change to a different movement. So you'll be doing almost the same thing over a longer period of time. You're much better off sticking to one program, sticking with it, and actually seeing yourself progress. When I just started lifting, I literally would download about 5 different workout programs in the space of 1 month, and I barely even finished one, if any of them actually. You're stuck in research mode, you know, trying to find the perfect split, optimal rep range, best routine. You know, even if you have the perfect workout plan and you're not consistent with it and you keep changing it, it's not gonna build your gains. It's actually killing your gains. The second thing that is killing your gains is gonna be the stuff you're doing outside the gym, outside of your bed, outside of your diet. Is actually doing more harm than you know. Here's what nobody tells hard gainers, and this is something that I didn't know when I started. You know, when I started lifting, I used to play football. I used to spend like 3 hours on the pitch. You know, I was a defender, so I'm burning a lot of calories. Just in one match, I'm burning so many calories. It gets to a point that no matter whether you're in a calorie surplus or not, it's not going to matter if you're burning those same calories again. Skinny guys especially, your metabolism is very, very, very sneaky and very fast. People don't actually realize this. You know, you walk everywhere, you fidget, you bike, you play sports, you're swimming, you're doing all these things. And I'm not saying stop playing sports. I'm not saying, you know, you should dedicate your life to only the gym. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you have to be very mindful of your metabolism and the calories you're burning. Things you're doing outside the gym have a very, very big impact on your gains. You're burning hundreds of calories without even realizing it. Some of you walk to school, you're doing over 10,000 to 12,000 steps a day. That means you need to eat about 200 pounds of food just to grow. And that's just the, you know, that's the hard truth, especially if you're natural. So some of you be thinking that you're in a calorie surplus, but then you're burning the same calories in the same day. And you guys don't realize this, because I guarantee this is actually killing your gains and you guys don't even realize this. And the final thing that is killing your gains is something that I like to classify as training with pretty form. You know, you want to go to the gym, do all the neat exercises. You don't even want to sweat. You know, you only want to do exercises you've seen on TikTok, optimal exercises. You don't want to get your hands dirty. You don't want to do your deadlifts. You know, you want your form to be so perfect and your muscles end up being unimpressive. Skinny guys are often scared to push sets hard, but you never actually train close to failure. Some of you guys don't know what training close to failure is. Some of you guys are scared to shout in the gym because you're in pain. You're trying to push past that boundary mentally, physically. You know, I see guys in the gym, they come, you know, you find someone is doing an exercise, he's even laughing, he looks like he's having a good time, he's not focusing, he's just swinging the weight, you know, he's counting. You even find someone who's doing bicep curls and he's counting in his head. The moment you start counting in your head as you're training, just know you're doing nothing. You're training with zero intensity, pushing your body to the absolute limit that it cannot literally move the weight anymore. Your last 2 to 3 reps should look like you're actually fighting for your life, especially if you're a skinny guy. You should not care how you look. You should not care about making an ugly face in the gym. I see guys, you want to aura farm in the gym, you want to look pretty. You even find guys after a 2-hour training session, they're not even sweating, they're just walking normally, they don't even look winded, and you're like, personally, when I see this, I just want to punch them, bro. So if you're a skinny guy and you're actually serious about living that skinny mode of yours and actually getting the physique that you've dreamed of and putting on the size that you've dreamed of, fix these 3 things today, and I absolutely guarantee, you will see more gains in the next 6 weeks than you have the whole year. Drop a comment below. Let me know any things that you guys also have noticed, that I might have not mentioned in this video, and I will make a part 2 because there's so many things that I have not talked about in this video. So make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Road to 200 subscribers soon. I'll see you guys in the next video.